What's up, you guys? This is Junior Trader, and in this video, we are taking a look at indices QQQ and SPY, and also we'll go over Microsoft, Apple, Google, Amazon, Meta, and Netflix. Take a look at the price action, the possibilities of prices, how they can continue. We know that Microsoft and Apple had their earnings. Sorry, Microsoft and Google had their earnings last week, so price has reacted according to that. There's a lot more I'll cover throughout this video as for the price action and the structure, but before that I want to let you know that none of this is any financial advice, only for education purposes. You are solely responsible for your own financial decisions and outcomes, okay? So let's begin. I will start off with the tech stocks first, and then we'll come back to QQQ and SPY because QQQ and SPY are derivatives of these other stocks, right? So you'll have better understanding of what the price action is doing. So Microsoft, starting off with this. So guys, this one, I'm not going to go in too much detail here. Why so? Why Junior Trader? Because I talked about Microsoft already yesterday. Check this video out. There's a huge, long, detailed analysis of everything, why I think Microsoft had a great earnings, but it may fall. Check this video out here. So what I'm going to do is still provide you a bit of summary here. And so guys, the technicals are not favoring Microsoft even after the earnings gap up. So we are rejecting a 20 and 50 days moving average. And if I go to the 4 hours interval, this sell-off has continued quite strongly and almost has lost this this pivot that we should have held. Let me actually take it to the hourly interval. Just so you know, I don't have any position in Microsoft now. I already closed out all of my position. I still made net profitable money on the short side. And then, yeah, the remaining 10 to 15% position that I had in this gap up, I just got out. Technically, I could have held, but you just never know, right? So back then, whatever data I had, the decisions I made, I'm happy with that. I'm still profitable with a huge amount, the all partial profits that I took throughout this journey here, right? And it's just that, yeah, it's the name of the game. But yeah. Now, on hourly interval, we are below 200 hours moving average. If we could have held this pivot at 412 or 413, then I would have been stayed bullish on Microsoft, but it's just not looking like that way. So, and that's why I think this is just high level summary. If you want to know more about it, check that video out on my channel that I did on Microsoft. But yeah, that's my thesis with Microsoft here. Apple. So, sorry guys. Apple has their earnings coming in soon as well. That is Thursday of this. Thursday of this coming week. Now, with Apple, again, guys, through earnings, you just never know how the price is going to react. You saw Tesla's earnings were bad, price went up. Meta's earnings were awesome, price went down, right? There's no way of trading earnings for sure, right? You just never know. And so with Apple, this play would only be until Thursday. And what this is, though, guys, so I talked about you can expect some upside coming on Apple if we can get above this 166 and 91 cents back then. We got that. Why so? Because this was a structural change out of the resistance, and Apple is stretching, right? It's stretching. It's not like a proper downtrend, right? It's like it tries, goes down, snaps, stretches down, snap, stretches down, another snap, right? So this thing at this point, if it continues to hold the level of 168 and 46 cents, and or even the level of 166 and 90 cents, this is still a continuation to the upside. At least this rebound may continue until technicals. But this was the area that I called out, guys. If we get out of it, it's becoming an upside play. This was the technical potential entry. Now, if it pulls back, you are watching these two levels. Accordingly, position can be played with the stop loss on the other side. But yeah, this is still technically has some room to the upside in this pullback. But yes, right now it's a little bit cooling off. You can also take this into account, this 200 hours moving average, right? If Apple stays above it, that's a great place to potentially play it swing long. And intraday, if it breaks this level to the downside, 250 hours moving average, then your intraday at least level by level to the downside. I won't go beyond intraday on this, and not even for more than a couple of days of plays based off of these levels. But yes, I think that if it can maintain still above 200 hours moving average, this thing has a room to continue higher, at least until technicals, just because things are looking like that, and depends how hard of a pullback it get. Below 200 intraday sure short up to 168, but then you are seeing this level if this going to hold as a pullback zone and to the upside. All right, so that's Apple. Let's take a look at Google. So with Google, I want to show you a couple of data as well, not just the you know the price action. We had a good gap up. We do have a red candle, but before that, I also want to show you this data, guys. Here, this is part of one of my memberships, Wall Street Alerts, and I use this a lot as well. So the price targets on Google have come quite strong. We have price target of $200 from Piper Sandler, and we have then 195 from Goldman Sachs, and all these 190 to $200 is mostly these price targets have come on Google after earnings. So we know their earnings were a blast, right? And so $200, is that a possibility, guys? That's definitely going to all-time highs. Like $200 is sitting where up here, right? This red line is from the guys the time that post market after earnings price went up there. So I'm just gonna keep it there for now. So we have a red candle post earnings. Is this a bearish sign? Guys, no, in my opinion, no. Why so? Because this is a different technicals now. It's a different story. It's a different gap up. I have talked about Google. I'm not going to go too much in detail, but they're starting their dividends. They're starting their buyback plan and all of that. Now, to trade this type of technicals, yeah, we have a positive sentiment from analysts, but to trade this type of technicals, this one day candle will not tell you much. Now, if this thing has a lot more room to stay choppy because earnings are great, one candle red is not much on this. I think this will stay choppy, or I'll show you on hourly interval. If any pullback comes, this can become again continuation to the upside. So what are those levels to watch? Well, one more thing first. Simple trade is as, I mean, yeah, guys, even if it loses $170 at this point, I mean, you can trade intraday short if you like, but remember, it's not bearish. This thing can be bought back up quite a lot here, okay? This, I know many traders think like, oh, this is red, after gap up, it's going to sell off. There is a possibility of that happening, but most likelihood is that for it to stay choppy, or these pullbacks are going to be bought back up on this. So just be careful. One candle is not going to tell you everything, okay? You have to give another day of such type of gap up, okay? All right, let's go to the hourly interval on Google actually. So what are the things I'm watching here on Google? So Google technically is still very bullish, guys. Watch this level of 169.73 cents. I don't need this line anymore. Get rid of that. Watch the level of 169 and 73 cents. If we lose that, then you're watching 50 hours moving average for any potential pullback there. And if anytime we stay above 169 in the price action, find support there and go above 173, it's a long play. And that's what I think, that Google will, if it dips, it will dip a little bit lower, but may stay choppy. But I want to see another day candle to really get a sense out of it, okay? But that's how I'm seeing this right now. All right, Amazon. Let's take a look at that. So Amazon, I have still a short play continuing this position. And I mean, some of it I already took profits out at these partial areas in the short play. Let's see how this turns out. We have earnings coming on Amazon as well. I will carry very little through the earnings until then if it doesn't hit my stop loss. But yeah, we'll see. Tuesday. So I only have Monday and is it in the post market? Yeah. So I only have Monday and then Tuesday before earnings to make a decision on the remaining position of mine. I still have around 50 to 40% of my position on this, which is fine. I'm going to be still net profitable even if it hits my stop loss here. Yeah, I'm still going to be net profitable because the 50% position that I took is much more in profit than the stop loss area. So we'll see. All right, Meta. Meta, very little position I have left on it. This is the short play that I have been playing, right? And I said that in the post market earnings, I have sized out more. I sized out a little bit more here as well. But yeah, remaining 15 or 20% position, I'm going to let it carry. I'm not going to be in any loss regardless of how high it goes. I think Meta will struggle to go all-time highs now. It's an island reversal. And I think eventually, once all these earnings are over, I think my Meta may cool a little bit more down here, okay? If you want to know more about their earnings and everything, I did already a video on that. Check that out on my channel. And this is Netflix, guys, before we go to QQ and SPY. So Netflix, I don't think it has any room to the upside. You already know this is the short play, making money on this. I think once Netflix loses 548, there's a downside. However, if Netflix keep holding the support and it breaks above 579, it can shoot up back to 602. So this could be your intraday long plays or swing plays if you are looking for that short-term plays as well. So yeah, right now it's not showing me that strength, but then yeah, 548 below is the flush zone on this, another one. All right, guys, so let's go to QQ and SPY now. And let's talk about that. So QQQ is, well, to me, it's not fully bullish. Yes, we have gotten these intraday rebounds, and that's fine. We talked about these possibilities. But to me, it's not fully bullish. For that, it needs to close above both 20 and 50 days moving average. Then I would say, okay, it's bullish. Right now, I would not say it bullish. This is intraday being bullish, that's fine. And this is where also we come to the hourly interval now. So if QQQ can hold itself above 430, it will stay bullish, even on intraday. But if we lose 430, that is the pivot loss, pivot loss, pivot loss, then you can expect this to continue again lower to at least 425. And if we lose that, then 421 as well. Okay, so that's with QQQ. Where do I stand? It all comes down to, guys, if we continue to reject 20 days and 50 days moving average, and if we lose 429, it's a downside confirmed coming then. But if we get above 20 and 50 days moving average, then I definitely want to see it also above first this distribution phase area, which is the bottom of the distribution phase is the 432 to 434. I want to see it above this as well. Otherwise, this is a strong acting resistance right now on QQQ. So I would like to actually mark this box on, because guys, this is a very strong distribution phase. For more than a month it stayed over here, right? Yeah, so watch this area if QQQ can get above it or not. So yeah, that would be the defining area. So all right, let's take a look at SPY. So SPY is in the similar zone, guys, just like QQQ, not fully bullish. Intraday, yes, these snaps have come, that's fine. But for me, it's not bullish yet. It's below 20 and 50 days moving average. Let's go to the hourly interval. And yep, so I'm just zooming out here. So if we have another trend line as well on this thing, that is a potential resistance. So it's just doing that right now. So with SPY, if SPY loses on Monday $507.43, it will continue lower. And also if it loses $506.32, this is the zone. If it loses it, yep, it is falling lower, guys. These uptrends are over on this thing then. Remember, we have a lot of these tech stocks earnings that will really make technicals out of whack on QQ and SPY, but big ones are done. Microsoft and Google, those were the big ones, okay? But yeah, you are watching this zone of $506 to $507 on SPY at this point. If it holds it, intraday sure long, but watch this trend line overhead. 20 and 50 is what will confirm full upside, but if we lose anytime 506 and 507, it's a continuation, good confirmed continuation to the downside then. Guys, that's it for this video. If you found it helpful, valuable, hit the like, subscribe. I have done a lot of other videos on my channel as well. Tesla, Nvidia, Mara, Broadcom, ARM, AMD, Riot, Neo, Palantir, all these videos, guys, check out on my channel. I have done options analysis as well. A lot more option analysis are also coming later today. So subscribe, hit the like, and I'll see you in my next videos, guys. Take care. Bye.